Welcome to returning to Barbarossa. So it's been a while, I know, since I have done a Men of War, but I felt the urge to play it today. So I've got a beer and I'm going to attempt this map. Some of my hardcore fans, I guess, some of my veteran fans will remember this mission I did. I think I originally did this in 2012, if I recall correctly. So yeah, quite a few years ago now. Amazing to think. But this particular map, I think in hindsight, this is probably my favourite mission of all the ones I've ever attempted, all the ones I've ever built. Certainly the most ambitious, I would suggest, in terms of scale. I would kind of push the limits really with this mission in terms of the hardware. I remember at the time my PC was really struggling to cope with this, with the amount of assets I put down. So just having a look at it now, just trying to remind myself of how it looks really, but also to give people an idea of what this mission looks like. So it's a river crossing mission, and there's a vast German force that has to sweep across that river, capture those bridges, and basically attack these Russian trench lines and general defensive positions, bunkers, etc. Massive, formidable front line of defence here. The Russians have lots of artillery positions, lots of troops lined up, lots of static tank cannon emplacements. So several Russian tanks, most of them are in fixed positions if I remember right, but I think some of them are free to move. Lots of reinforcement pools and lots of trucks. I think they're Katyusha rocket trucks. They're particularly effective tech weapon the Russians have on this map if I remember right, and this is sort of like the final last stand position for the Russians. It's like a post office, and there's a complement of Russian troops in there defending it, and a general, shall we say, leading the troops. I kind of designate that as the leader of the Russian resistance trying to hold this line. And then you've got the vast, formidable German attack force, just basically every tank you can imagine. All the heavy tanks, Tigers, King Tigers, lighter tanks, half tracks, masses of infantry. So let's go, let's give this one a go. So this is not going to be a cinematic mission, this is just going to be me playing it. Let's see how I get on. I'm going to be quite rusty because I've not actually played Men of War in quite a while actually. It's got to be about 3 or 4 months. So unclip that camera position so I can zoom out. So this is going to be completely unedited. I'm just going to play, see how I get on. Obviously I'm going to try and win. I'm going to try and win this as quickly as possible. So I'm going to rush. This is going to be like rush tactics. I'm just going to try and sweep that Russian line. I've got a vague memory of tactics that paid off when I last played this map and this particular mission I made. So I'm going to do a flank. The Russian position is quite exposed on the left flank there, as you can tell from the map. So I'm going to send a group of tanks backed up by some infantry up that left flank, try and probe that left flank, see if I can gain a way across the river and perhaps attack the Russian line, certainly the first line of defence there from a flanking position, work my way down. The Russians essentially have 2 lines of defence, which you can kind of tell from the map there. The first line is a mass horde of Russian troops. The second line's a bit more based around cannons and artillery. Lots of trench lines in both, and then you've got reinforcements ready to roll down in any kind of Alamo positions, I guess, near the end. So, got to line up vehicles. So I've got elephants or Ferdinands, I'm not sure which that one is. Panther, lots of infantry backed up, riding shotgun on the Panthers. It's already kicked off, so it looks like I'm in range of the Russian artillery. Something engaged. I lost a couple of Tigers there by the looks of it, so that's not good. Got a little bit too close. Let's creep that Panther forward, creep that elephant forward. The German infantry have already attacked. They've engaged on the left flank. They're trying to sweep across that trench line. Looks like they've engaged with T-34s. Oh, Katyusha rocket strike. That's wiped out a load of infantry there. Jagdtiger's moving in. I don't really want the Jagdtiger to get too close at this stage. That's a very key unit I've got there, probably the most heavy tank on the field. Engaging these T-34s from the left flank. Nice. 2 direct kills there. I'm working my way across that line. But that tactic paid off well, because if I remember right, years ago when I played this mission, I would always attack, do a full frontal assault on this position and lose a lot of troops in the process. So infantry are doing a good job here, backing up the tanks, moving in. Working our way across the barbed wire there. Russian troops are actually retreating. So let's try and reinforce that position a bit, because the focus at the moment is on that flank. Moving in as quickly as possible here, being quite reckless. The thing I've got to be aware of is the biggest threat really for me is the Russian Katyusha barrages. Those Russian trucks are poised to move around at will and get up close and personal and engage me with those Katyusha barrages, which are absolutely devastating. So I've got to try and engage those trucks and also try and prevent myself from being in range, and as I say that I'm getting utterly hammered there. Shit, yep, so I lost a couple of vehicles there by the looks of it. I think the elephant is out of action. Yeah, so that's dangerous. So I need to counter barrage the Katyushas with my land mattresses and other various artillery pieces I've got on the field. So let's return fire. Let's barrage the fuck out of that position. There we go, taking out that truck. That moved in to try and hold off my attack, and I engaged. So lots of infantry moving in now at will, multiple squads. And there's something going on the right flank now. It looks like, or no, in the centre here, the railway line. There's a bit of an engagement going on here. There's a single Russian tank there. I should try and engage that. Nice direct hit on the turret. That's no longer a threat. Well, that was keeping my infantry pinned down there, so that's good. They can move in a bit. Still quite a line of Russian troops in those trenches. Haven't really dented it, quite honestly. I've ebbed away a bit on that left flank. The key to this battle is to back up your assaults with artillery barrages. If you don't back up your troops with barrages, almost like creeping barrage style tactics that the Brits used to employ in World War II, if you don't do that, they end up just getting annihilated. And the Russians will do the same. They will fight back with their own artillery. So just got to let my troops do some work here. I'm trying to use as few units as possible to achieve this initial objective, which is basically just to capture that first line, and then the real fight basically begins at that point, because the second line is a much tougher walnut to crack, if I recall correctly. So the Jagdtiger's still in the fight, which is good. I was worried for a minute that got taken out by that barrage. Going to move him slightly closer. The elephant's still engaging, which is good. So that wasn't actually as bad as I thought at first, that initial attack. Gotta say, I forgot how good this game is, I must say. Having a nice break from Men of War, it does do wonders when you return to it. You realise quite how great the game is. There's really nothing like Men of War in terms of the scale and the sandbox nature of this. And quite honestly, the realism, the way that the battles play out, the authenticity of it all. I love it. It's nice to be back after a little break. And this is definitely my favourite map of all the ones I've made. It took me a long time to make this, I remember now. Just the amount of units. So anyway, moving in, infantry still working. It looks like there's a lot more action going on the right flank now. I didn't necessarily want that to happen, but somehow my troops have reacted, and now my infantry are attacking on the right flank. I didn't actually want this to happen. I'm a little bit frustrated actually. I think they probably have moved in too soon. I think they've fallen for the bait, unfortunately. And I haven't really done much work on this right flank at all yet, so it's pretty much ready to open fire on my troops as soon as they get in range. So I need to roll in some tanks. So I've got some Stugs on that right flank that are going to try and do some work. So lots of Russian infantry in that trench, keeping my troops at bay, and another Katyusha truck has arrived. Shit. I just lost quite a considerable amount of infantry in that barrage, I suspect. And that's quite an ugly sight. Those tank... Oh, what's happened here? I think I moved those up too far forward on the right flank. Let's see if that Stug can at least engage that Katyusha truck. There's two of them there. Now, I forgot about these units. These units are very effective, fast, able to fire a barrage of rockets, mobile artillery. Not quite sure if they're... I was going to say I'm not quite sure if they're capable of taking out tanks, but it looks like they are. The caliber's obviously effective enough. So I've got 3 of those, so I need to be careful. That's quite a valuable unit I've got there, so I don't want to move those too far into harm's way. But I do need to get them close enough to engage that Russian mine. So I do need to pop my head out. There is sometimes a danger of being too cautious. There we go, look at that. Direct hit on those Russian T-34s. Oh, a counter barrage. I need to pull back. No, that's not a counter barrage. I think I was stupidly firing at the ground there. Luckily I didn't kill my own men by doing that. That would have been an utter disaster if I destroyed those units in that stupid little bit of micromanagement fail there. Okay, so my initial aggression and rush tactic kind of works. I don't know. It seems to have eroded into semi-stalemate status now. I was hoping to be able to sweep that first line in a kind of blitzkrieg style assault, but I think the mistake I made was I didn't work it enough with my artillery. I didn't barrage it quite hard enough. Should have barraged it, then moved in a load more tanks. Shit, another stupid Katyusha truck has engaged, and the Jagdtiger is immobilised. I need to move some more vehicles up on that left flank, so I've got a Panther, a couple of Panthers moving in, and a Jagdtiger, or a Jagdpanther. The Jagdtiger is still engaging Russian infantry in the trench, keeping their heads pinned down, and I'm returning a counter barrage of my own with the land mattress. Not quite on target. So this left flank looks pretty clear to me. There's some Panthers lined up there overseeing the river. Not much going on that extreme left flank. A potential opening there. But before I work that left flank, I do want to capture this first line, establish a bit of a foothold, and then envelop across both sides of the riverbank. Took out that tank. Every time I think I've engaged all the vehicles on that Russian trench, there's more. They're quite camouflaged in the trees. There's artillery as well. Sometimes it's easy to miss. So we're doing on the right flank. So the right flank, not much is going on now because most of the infantry I had got wiped out. And I do have many more behind the scenes still. They've not moved in. Still got quite a resource pool to work with. So just hammering that line with as much rockets as I can. See if I can just erode that line enough to allow my infantry to launch a second assault and smash through. Taking out that truck, taking out artillery. There's still several vehicles over there by the looks of it, and they're just out of range of my rockets. So I'm going to send in another wave of lighter tanks. I wouldn't quite describe it as sending meat into the grinder, but you never quite know. Middle flank looks relatively peaceful at the moment, not much going on in the centre. There's an elephant there still engaging. There's a immobilised panther there. If needed, I'm going to start repairing vehicles, but I don't need to do that yet. I don't want to get bogged down into that. Oh, something engaged me there. Nashorn got taken out there by the looks of it. I think there was some artillery in that bunker. I've engaged a bunker. Oh no, there's a T-34 just by the train line there. I'm going to try and hit that with the Panther. Sent in some half tracks too early as well. Nice, took out the T-34. Something still engaging the Panther though. Cannot see where that's coming from. Oh, there's a cannon there. Ah, half track's taken out. Shit. See, that's what I'm saying about the artillery. Sometimes it's easy to miss. Let them fight their own fight. Nashorn's finally engaged. Wiped out. Oh, there's another artillery position by that trench. I didn't see that. I need to hit that with the Panther. Oh, missed. Come on. Just lining it up. Oh, deflection. Determined to take out that gun. The calibre of that gun's enough to engage my heavy tanks. There we go. I think that got wiped out. Not quite sure. He looked like he's dead. So that Panther survived and Nashorn didn't. And rockets for good measure. Whew. Yeah, this is an intense battle, this one. Right. I've probably got to start being a little bit more cautious with my tanks now. I don't want a situation where I'm down to lighter vehicles. Whoa, massive amount of Russian troop movement across the riverside there. Looks like they're sending in some reinforcements to try and prop up this line. Huge amount of infantry moving across there. I might be able to hit them from this distance, in fact. Perhaps. Not sure if I've got a vehicle that will do that. No. Just MGs. But there's still quite a few troops in the trench. I need to wipe that out. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? What the fuck happened there? Oh, that was a disaster. I just lost two of those rocket vehicles. I don't know what the hell they're called. Little light nimble German unit that. Just lost two of them. Just lost the other one as well. Oh, that was a shame. Yeah, that's frustrating actually. Because I needed to space those out a bit more. They all got killed by the same barrage, I think, by the looks of it. I suspect that was a Russian Yakutia rocket strike. Yes, it was. There's one that's just moved up behind that damaged T-34 there by the rail line. Trying to do two things at once here. Sometimes This is the problem when you're trying to work two flanks at once. There's not much going on the left flank though, at least. There's still vehicles over there, what the fuck? Well, that Nashorn's definitely doing pretty well there. It's engaging a lot. What have we got here? A half track. I think it's about time we brought out the big boy. I forgot about this actually. The Cole 4. The crazy, notorious, mythical German secret weapon tech. Well, not quite secret weapon, but an extremely formidable railgun with an unbelievably powerful caliber cannon, which I should be able to do a lot of damage with. I would have thought. So let's bring that into the fight. What else have we got? Very slow moving, yes. Very, very slow moving. I'm a little bit concerned about this right flank, actually. I'm not so concerned about the left flank now. I think I've kind of done enough on that left flank. I've basically just eroded them to the point where I can firing that shot. Boom! There goes the strike, the Cole 4. Direct miss though. I've got this little nimble piece of artillery here. The Bison, I think it's called. Oh, direct hit. Fantastic. Very powerful, very useful unit this. Fast reloading howitzer, mobile. Able to get in there, get some good shots off. But very lightly armoured though. Brilliant, 2 direct hits there. Good position. Let's see if I can get that half track a bit closer. So these guys are pinned down a bit. Holding their ground there with some MG fire. Oh, something took them out. Don't know where that shot came from. Don't think the Russians have got mortars, but it almost felt like that was a mortar shell that hit them. Anyway, let's take a slight breather and take a look at this left flank. Nothing going on really here now. I think that Jag Tiger's still alive. Let's move some of my land mattresses up. Moving an elephant up. As you can see, still got loads of vehicles, but I don't want to get too complacent because what looks like loads of vehicles can become next to nothing if you don't use them correctly. Loads of Tigers and about 5 King Tigers as well, and loads of Panthers. So pretty healthy situation, but I am well aware of how hard it is to capture that second Russian line, which we've not even seen yet. It's just a wall of artillery, and I remember being very frustrated by it years ago when I made this map and played the level, did a video for it, because I just kept failing to win the mission and then redoing it. Oh, what the fuck. Oh, that was bad. Okay, I completely forgot. So the Russians moved in a Katusha truck about 10 minutes ago, in a good position there, overseeing the whole advance, and it just opened up and took out pretty much 3 or 4 of my tanks moving in there. So there's a Panther that's been wiped out, but I might be able to return fire with this Panther. Was that it? Not sure. I'm hoping for a massive explosion, but sometimes you just don't quite get that satisfying boom. I should probably be using high explosive rounds. I think that's out of action now. Let's hope it is. Ugh. So easy. As I said at the start of this battle, that's the most dangerous weapon the Russians have at the moment. So let's just return back to this left flank. Nice and quiet. Oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah, this is me being slightly green when it comes to men of war. I could have sworn that got destroyed, that truck. But oh no, those I'm guessing those AP rounds just went straight through the vehicle and didn't destroy it. Yep, and now he's moving even closer. He's driving in now. I have to engage that. He's threat number 1 right now. And my rock, yes, land mattress is in the perfect position to counter. And there you go. Good night, you son of a bitch. And let's just pepper the fuck out of that area for good measure. Okay. Well, could have been smoother, but at least the threats is no longer a problem. But I am aware there's several more of those vehicles moving around. While we're at it, let's just pummel. Let's just friendly fire. I forgot I had some units over there. There's a half track there. Oh well, wasn't too bad. So anyway, I need to build up some momentum. I'm starting to fail at moving units forward in a fast fashion. I can't believe it. Again, this is something about Man of War I keep forgetting. If you kill a crew of a cannon or a fixed gun, you've got to destroy the gun as well, because if you don't, more infantry turn up and take over the gun, and then it's a threat again. So that half track, let's just see if I can just basically just clean up round here. That's overkill if I ever saw it. 1 shell, 1 dead body. I'm just thinking of my next move. I'm just trying to take out those remaining Russians in that trench. They're kind of dug in deep around there, refusing to budge. But I can move around them. I don't have to destroy. I don't have to defeat every Russian troop on the field. It's all about the tactical victory. It's not about killing every enemy on the map. I'm going to declare victory the minute I'm able to get near that post office in the middle of that Russian position at the back of the map behind their second line. If I can get 1 troop by that post office or even inside it, I've won. But I remember very well with this particular mission, many a time I remember playing this and thinking I could do that, and then you just cannot quite pull it off because you lose so many troops in the process of trying to get near it. But this surely is going to be the way. I need to look at this left flank. It's almost too quiet on this left flank. So let's flank around it. I've got a load of tanks. I can do some serious damage. And while they're moving in, let's just probe the front line again. Just slightly ebb forward. Bring some units up. Let's bring up more artillery. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not sure where that came from. Oh, shit. some Russian vehicles moved in there. In fact, engaged it. Don't know what that was. And a couple of Katyusha trucks have moved in. I can just see them in the distance there on the left. They've probably reacted to my tank movement on the left flank, so that's a major threat. They could open up on my tanks on the left flank and absolutely wipe out everything I was bringing into the fight there. That flanking party, I need to engage that really quickly. Come on, yes. There we go. Dealt with before they could engage the tanks. Lucky I spotted that actually. Elephants on fire. I'm seeing more Katyusha trucks. So that one there, I just spotted him. I'm not sure if he's dead or alive, but can't be too cautious. Oh, I think I may have missed. Not sure. Okay, I'm starting to see some big guns over on the second trench line now. So let's wake them up. Boom. Nice. Unbelievably effective unit, that Coal 4. Jesus, there's still Russian troops. They've really claimed that MG position. Thing is, that's all low level, small arms combat going on. I'm not micromanaging it to the point where I'm trying to take out 1 or 2 infantry. I'm just going to let my infantry engage them and hope that they prevail. It's all about the bigger picture, which is on this left flank. So look at this. We've got a panther. We've got 2 panthers. A truck randomly. That's not going to be particularly useful, but they've come along for the ride. Okay, let's just shoot what we can shoot. Oh, that was a miss. So that looks like a... I can't remember the Russian tank names offhand. That's Russian tank destroyer if I recall correctly. I think it's a medium one. Hopefully I can engage it before it turns its turret. There we go. That was close. Missed 3 shots there. That's what we want. Whoa. It's still alive. No, it's not now. I think it was a KV2, I think. Let's just move up. Let's not get too close. Let's just basically take out all the big guns. Just going to be cautious. I'm just well aware of the fact that as soon as I get within range, they're going to open up on with every gun they've got, and those tanks won't be around for much longer if that happens. All very quiet now. As you can see from the map, I've pretty much wiped out that first Russian line. There's just pockets of resistance, just handfuls of Russian troops just dug in deep on the trenches. I can just ride over them. It's not a problem. They're not really a big threat. Now it's about the second line. Let's take out that bunker. There we go. Moving in some vehicles. Well, they are. 2 Panzer threes, I think. Moving them up. Oh no, Tigers. Yeah, Tigers, moving up the Tigers. Oh no, lots of Russian troops on the move by the looks of it. Lots of movement going on. I think they didn't like that. They didn't like that bunker being destroyed. They're trying to regain that position. Let's see if I can hit them while they're moving. Oh no, the Russian guns have opened up. Oh shit, the barrel. This is what I was worried about. The formidable line of Russian artillery there. You can just see the silhouettes in the distance. They've all opened up on the Tigers. Let's see if I can hit them. Just gotta hold that Russian infantry advance off with MG fire. Oh shit, another barrage incoming. I should probably pull those Tigers back. Can't quite engage them, just slightly out of range. I'm pulling them back. I'm going to make a tactical withdrawal here, just a slight one. Oh, Russian troops are moving over the river. They're going to retake that trench line. Oh shit, what's going on here? So, oh no, okay, Russian troops have attacked my tanks. Yeah, that should possibly have anticipated that actually. And I've got no infantry backing them up, so they are exposed to Russian troops getting up close. Maybe I can hit them with some high explosive rounds. I've already lost 2 Panthers, so let's see if I can survive with this one tank. Just pull back slightly. I've got another Panther back here, I forgot about that. Let's see. I'm going to move him along closer to the riverbank. I just want to just ebb away slightly at that line of artillery. That's all I really want to do. I should really have sent a vast force up that left flank, infantry included. Oh shit. Okay, out of fact. Immobilise. Oh, Katusha truck on the right flank. He's about to engage a load of vehicles I've got over the river. Can I hit him in time? Oh, Panzerfaust. Shit. Anti-tank recoilless rifles being fired at me. Oh, everything's being fired at the Panther right now. Come on, artillery's engaging. Shit. Oh no. I can't. Oh, there's a KV-1. I forgot about that. Yep, that KV-1 is in a good position, overlooking the whole riverbank. It's got a good arc of fire on me there. Oh well, no. Sadly, the Panther didn't quite make it. Well, that truck's doomed. Maybe the Jagdtiger can survive. I need to. Oh, nice. I got a load of them. I'm going to bring the Jagdtiger along. See if I can use the Jagdtiger to take out that KV-1. I think it's unlikely. Come on. You never know. You never know. Shit. KV-1's got some seriously effective frontal armour. Very difficult tank to take out unless you can flank it from the rear. Even the side armour's quite tough. Oh shit, now there goes the Jagdtiger. Oh, but I got... Oh, interesting. I got the KV-1 though. Lucky. They both killed each other there. A very lucky hit from the Jagdtiger, I think. There's another KV-1 there on the right. Similar position, just further along the right side. Okay, well yeah, that wasn't too bad. That flanking move. I should have used more. I should have sent more. Should have committed more to that assault on that left flank. So this is the point in the battle where things start to get quite ugly, because although it looks like I've got lots of units, I actually don't necessarily have as many units that are effective as I possibly need at this stage. about the most effective unit I've got is these land mattress units, and if I remember right, they do run out of ammunition. I think I might be wrong in saying that. It's been a while. What's going on here? I don't know. Lots of Russian troops just standing on the ice. I'll let them do that. I'm not too worried about them. Let's pepper the fuck out of that line of artillery. Oh, nice, look at that. Obliteration. That felt dirty. That was a... Oh, I know. No, what the hell? Oh no, that was me. Yeah, that's weird. I was obviously still firing when I released the mouse. Don't know, strange. I think that... Oh no, he survived. Wow, somehow he survived that. I feel like I need a bit of a break. So I'm going to take stock, have another beer, and come back when I'm ready to finish this fight and to send all my assets over the river to engage in one final glorious battle. Okay, I'm back. So I'm feeling refreshed and I've got a few ideas up my sleeve, and they involve mad tank zergs. No, I'm just going to carry on with what I was doing before. Just going to be cautious. I'm going to send more tanks over to that left flank because that looks like a pretty effective tactic to move over the left. But I can't neglect this area, so let's send in a coal fort. Whoa, boom. That's a seriously formidable weapon, that coal fort. Extreme range. I don't think there's much else in the game that has a range like that, unless you use mods. This is I can't remember what mods I've got for this. This is Condemned Heroes, and I think it's vanilla. I don't think there's much going on with mods. So moving in, lots of tanks moving up. I've finally committed my King Tigers. Up until this point they've just been idle, nothing's been going on with the King Tigers. So now I'm going for a massive river crossing assault. Don't need to use the bridges by the looks of it. The ice is still solid, he says, as the tanks start to fucking sink in the water. Oh Jesus, this is not good. Did I just send 4 tanks to their death? Did I just send 3 King Tigers and a Tiger into an ice pool in range of Russian artillery? I think I may have done. That may have been an unbelievably bad blunder, but let's counter fire. Let's counter barrage. Every time the Russians fire at me, I'm going to shoot back. Yeah, that's not good. I think maybe I potentially just lost 4 tanks. No, maybe not. I think they're stuck. I think they're stuck in the ice. No, one of them's alright. Oh, I might be okay, I think. Tiger's coming out now. Okay. I'm going to try and move over the bridge. I should have done that in the first place. Just use the bridge, that's why it's there. Here we go. First tank to cross the bridge. Moving up. Still lots of Russian infantry around, but that's fine. Ongoing. Oh, there goes the bridge. Whoa, lots of Russian artillery opening up on me here. Why am I bothering with those stupid caterpillar trucks? So this is quite a good position this King Tiger's in. It's using a destroyed T-34 as cover, and it's actually got a good arc of fire here. It can engage these. Oh fuck! It got hit. Okay, well, essentially that was a good position, but the KV-1 I think got a direct hit there on the King Tiger, and the crew has bailed, but they're not going to last long, I don't think. Tiger's back. I think those other two King Tigers are actually stuck. I'm trying my best to get those guys out, but they are stuck in the ice. These things happen in war, you know, sometimes units get lost due to terrain. Tanks get stuck in ice, in mud, in water, in ledges. They just break down. These things happen in war. That's combat, folks. But yeah, that's shocking. 2 King Tigers. Yeah, quite a loss that. I'm just going to see if I can... No, you can't. Okay, in Condemned Heroes it doesn't look like you can do that. I think in Assault Squad you can go into the editor modes and then just bypass, move the units across, just drag them over where you want to move them. You can't do that here by the looks of it. So they're stuck. They're out of action. I might even bail the crews at some point if need be. So what else have we got? Just pockets of infantry now. I am actually down to my reserves now. I don't have much up my sleeve anymore. I've got, like I was saying, like just infantry, just various infantry groups. What's this? Small APC, and a couple more land mattresses. They're good, but they're just very slow to move. Very, very slow. I could attach them to a truck, but it just takes time. And a couple more. I think I've got a couple more heavy tanks, but I need to start being very careful with what I've got left actually, because I am starting to get stuck in the mud. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That mattress decided to open up there. Whoa, what the hell is he doing? Is he drunk? What the fuck? Luckily that didn't kill the tiger. What have we got here? Yeah. Oh, I've got a Yag Tiger still, that's good. Just surveying the area. Coal Fort, let's just hit that position again. It's very satisfying using that weapon, very satisfying. I think there was a mod I remember, and the explosion is almost like a nuclear mushroom cloud when that caliber shell hits the ground. But it's a bit over the top really. I actually think the vanilla game does a better job. It's a believable kind of explosion. It's just being careful there. The Russians are just waiting for me to cross that river in numbers so they can open up. It's frustrating. I'm still thinking about these King Tigers actually. There's really nothing I can do. It's a kind of bug. Unfortunately, Condemned Heroes I think had lots of bugs with pathfinding the AI, so or just things just getting stuck, just glitched. I'd say yeah, nothing you can do. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can mop up this Russian position, take out these infantry. Got some troops moving up. Using the King Tiger as a sort of foothold. I should probably be using that bridge there with the train line on it. I think I remember doing that last time I played this mission. I sent a massive amount of tanks up that rail line. Probably a good tactic actually. Okay, let's move in. Oh, KV-1 still alive. Panzerfaust into the air. Oh, Russian MG's opening up. Let's see if I can take over one of these MGs and engage. More Russian infantry moving in, reinforcing the position. It's very much still held by the Russians, this area. And yeah, I lost most of the infantry there. It's a combination of Russian machine gun positions and that KV-1. I've got that area pretty well covered. Let's see if I can get this done. What? Oh, not again. I don't know if I'm just doing something retarded there, but that land mattress, I swear, just keeps randomly shooting at my own position. Okay, I'm going to take out that MG. Tiger's taking hits from something, I'm not sure what. Oh, there's a Russian T-34 on the right there. Oh, I'm not sure if it's a T-34, but no, it was powerful enough to take out the Tiger anyway. Whoa. And enough for Russian MG position. Whenever you think you've captured an area, some more Russian troops appear. What have we got? Nothing. Oh, some trucks. Brilliant. I keep just moving trucks forward for no reason. There's just too many of them. That Panther's out of action. Okay, let's look at the left flank again. Didn't get quite as many vehicles up as I hoped, actually, because I haven't got many left. So, well, yeah, loads of trucks, brilliant, useless. Let's just... I've got a land mattress here. That's in a good position, actually, to just erode the Russian line. Okay, that's got one more barrage, I think, of ammunition left, and then they're out of ammo by the looks of it. So you need to start using those barrages wisely. Well, I've got more though. More Russian troops moving down. They just it's an endless swarm of Russian troops coming down from the second line there, coming through the bushes. And I mean, really, I've only tentatively captured the first line. There's still resistance on that right flank there, which is crazy. I thought I'd captured that. There's still quite a few Russian troops in that trench. What the hell? There's something in there. Wow, there was some very well concealed anti-tank gun in that bush there. There's something else there as well. I think that's an MG position. I'm obviously not too much of a threat for the tank, but I should engage it. Oh, I would have thought that would have killed the crew. Let's just move up some troops. We've got a King Tiger there. Didn't see that one earlier, that's good. Moving up. And send in some more infantry. That looked like a Katusha truck that just moved up to the river there. Unless it's a damaged one from earlier. Oh, I've got a bison. That's good. Bison on the left flank. That was a really good unit. It's one of my favourite units in the game, the bison. It's an amazingly effective unit. Wow, 3 Jagdtigers. I obviously didn't quite realise that before, but I've sent 3 Jagdtigers up with 2 Tigers. It's a kill squad. It's a formidable force I've got here. This could be a deciding factor actually, what I've got right here. get him across this bridge. And the sight of this is actually, I've got to say, I was starting to think I might not quite have enough units left to win. I was thinking maybe this was going to have to be a withdraw type scenario, which wasn't quite going to be able to capture the Russian line. But seeing this, it's made me sorry, I'm just thinking as I was talking now that these are bogs and they're not moving. I'm not quite sure what's happening. One of them's moving. Yeah, the pathfinding issues are really bad in this. I forgot how bad they are. I'm hoping that I'll be able to fix that. Yeah, that's not good. Anyway, let's go back here for a bit. Lots of bodies. I always like to check the kill count. Lots of red and yellow corpses there. A very costly battle for both sides. That MG position's still going. Shit. Let's just finish it off. Come on. Okay, there we go. Whoa. Loads of troops opens up in there. In that trench. Something was fired. There's artillery firing at the Tiger. So there was me thinking that Cole 4 engaged that whole area, but not quite. Let's use the Bison I've got on the right flank. That's a bit far away. Need to move him up. Just get a bit closer. Oh, nice. Great shot. Move the King Tiger up slightly. Back him up with the Jag Panther. And hopefully engage these anti-tank guns. There we go, one down. And there's that KV-1 now on the right. No, there's a KV-2 on the right and a KV-1 on the left. I think. Jag Panther's creeped in. Let's see if I can hit this position again. Whoa, I think something just got destroyed. Let's just focus on this for a bit. I don't think I killed a single troop in that barrage, to be quite honest. It just looked good though. Okay, that's good. I thought for a minute I heard an explosion and I thought one of these tanks had been destroyed, but no. The KV-1 is gearing up for a shot, I think. Hopefully the King Tiger can engage. Move it. Just trying to move his infantry up. Just trying to do some micromanagement here a little bit. Just moving vehicles up into position. Oh shit, okay. Tiger's down. Damn it. Okay, yeah. Probably should have paid more attention to what that Tiger was doing. I think the KV-1 got him. And I'm going to try and engage the KV-1 with the Yagged Panther. I don't think it's got the caliber to take out that frontal armour. Let's see if I can get a shot with the Cole 4 on this position again. There we go. And the KV-1's still very much in the fight. And nope, that Jag Tiger shot did nothing. I keep calling it Jag Tiger, I know it's Jag Panther. There, oh, okay. Wow, direct hit. Fantastic. Direct hit there of the 88mm cannon. Took out the KV-1. There's another Russian tank that's appeared there. That Russian tank's opened up there. Moving forwards. I can't tell what that is from here. Let's do another barrage. Again, don't think that did a thing, but Oh no, it immobilised the tank at least. I'm spread pretty thin now. I need to, so let's go back to this left flank. Let's see if I can. Okay, I've got 2 tanks over the river. That's good. This is a disaster though. I think that tiger's stuck on the bridge, and these 2 Yag tigers are just stuck. Full stop. Don't know what's gone wrong there, but unfortunately, this German battle group is suffering with some serious bad luck when it comes to tanks breaking down and getting stuck in terrain. But I guess that sort of thing happens in life, in war, as I was saying earlier. Just got to deal with it. No point moaning. Right, I think we are in the mop-up phases of this battle. I can see the post office. This is the first time I've been able to say that I can actually see the post office. I've got pretty close now. And that, I can't remember if that's dead or alive, that KV one. Well, with shots like that, I'm not going to be able to tell. Terrible misses going on here. Now, there's another tank which I'm pretty sure is alive, which is the one that's more centre of the view. Oh shit! Just saw that. My god, a Katusha truck just drove right up to that Yag Tiger and was about to engage. And as I was traversing the vehicle, I just saw it and fired. And took it out. Man, that could have been really bad. Whew, that was crazy. Wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah, that truck was just about to fire. Whoa, something's hit the Yag Tiger though. I need to try and engage this tank with the Tiger. Come on. Tiger's taking hits. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be it. Whoa, just missed. Another shot. Oh, damn it. Come on. Oh! Ouch. Okay, the Tiger took a hit there from something else. I think an artillery shell landed right on the turret of the Tiger there. Hull strike. So let's return to the Yag Tiger. Line up a shot. Gotta be wait. Oh, nice. I was about to say, gotta be patient, and that's why you gotta be patient, because those shots take time to line up. Okay, we'll be dealing with here. Let's move up. Sending in the Yag Panther. Oh, my infantry is starting to engage. They're creeping up. That's a good sight to see. That's always a good sign when your infantry decide to attack without you telling them to, because it looks like the Russian position is up for grabs now. I think the Russians are in full retreat. There's still a hefty piece of artillery out there somewhere though. That took out the Tiger and is still firing. Got no line of sight though. I know roughly where it is. Lots of Russian troops on the move. I think they've just come out the post office. Oh, there's another Russian tank. There's a T-34, I think, behind that bush. Let's see if I can hit it. Oh, shit! That was close. Deflection. Didn't wait long enough. Oh, nice. Another deflection there on that Yag Panther's armour. Nice sloped armour. Oh, damn it. More stuck. Not more units got stuck. Oh, no. I was about to say more units got stuck in the ice and then the Yag Panther got hit. So the T-34s defeated the Yag Panther there. That was interesting. That was a one-on-one engagement that went on there. And the T-34 got the upper hand. And that Yak Tiger's actually immobilised now. So this is the point. I'm really low on tanks now. What have we got here? No, that's all out of action. We've got the Bison. Oh. So close, so close to victory, but the Russians are just hanging in there, and they are still in control of the post office. I'm not going to lie, and I don't have many more vehicles I can summon. I'm determined to obliterate that fucking trench on the right there. That's still giving me grief. I thought I'd finally killed those guys. There's still more in that trench. It's so hard in this game to capture a fixed position, a trench line. Okay, so sending. Luckily, I have got enough infantry to just keep poking forwards, but I haven't got many. Oh, this is frustrating. I forgot about this. So that, yeah, they're stuck. I need to face facts. They're definitely stuck. Try and move that vehicle, that truck. See if that. No. Just gonna try something. Nope, just when you need them, they get stuck in the terrain. Logistics are not on my side at the moment in this battle. Things didn't quite go to plan. But I am close to victory, I think. Oh, that elephant's seen better days. Crippled. Panther. No. Yes. No. Just loads of infantry. That's good. Summon those guys up. And some land mattresses, but they're so far away. And not. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? A whirlwind, isn't it? Or an obelisk. Can't remember the name of it now. I don't know. Let's send it up anyway. I don't think it's going to be particularly useful. Okay, well the German infantry are just creeping forward now. They're still just fighting for that trench line. Oh, amazing. Amazing looking back at the devastation. It's been a serious battle. Wow. You tell me. I don't think that right flank's fully captured yet. Finish off these Russian troops. Post office, I can see it, I just can't quite get there. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can do something with this whirlwind. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a lot. Oh, that KV2's still in the fight. Could have sworn that was dead. This is just pointless what I'm doing here. Yeah, you tell me. I don't know what to do. No, that was completely pointless. Let's see if I can keep the crew alive at least. I don't think I can. That was just stupid. I was just getting desperate there, really. The whirlwind probably should have been used to better effect. I could have used it to engage the Russian troops in the trench. Oh god, that was so close. I'm close to saying that I haven't quite got the numbers to to take the post office. Oh, look at that. Direct hit with the Coal 4. Christ, that was good. And they've bailed from the tank, and now my MG42 gunner is opening up on them. That's nice. And I've actually got quite a lot of infantry here that are ready to move in. They just arrived in time. That's pretty good. Timed that quite nicely actually. Just clear that trench, clear that trench. Oh shit, that other Russian tank's still alive. Whoa. I think there's carnage going on in that trench. I lost a load of infantry in there, but I think we finally cleared it. Let's try and hit that with the Bison. No. Direct hit on it, but wasn't enough. That's well out of range. Well out of range. Well, you never know. Let's just might get a stray round, stray rocket. No, it's falling short. That I need to bring that Milan mattress up a bit closer. And just bring him up a bit. Guess I should move the Coal 4 up slightly. Just trying to find something I can use. I probably will need to. I think there's probably a couple of tanks I can repair. That's a sensible move at this stage, I think. Well, let's. Oh, I'm so close though. I may not need to. I may have enough. Oh, you bastard! I just sent a crewman out of that Jag Panther to repair, and he got shot in the face by a Russian troop just standing outside the Jag Tiger. That's frustrating. Oh, nice, got a hit there on that tank finally. Didn't quite kill it though. Just lots of small arms fire going on there. I'm happy. So all the time infantry are engaged, it's good because they're mopping up. Russian soldier by Russian soldier. I need something with a little bit more power and armour to just punch a hole. Just punch that final little hole that's needed now. Let's just see if I can take out this tank. It's frustrating now. Come on. Oh god, so close. It doesn't matter. That tank can't actually do any damage now. It's isolated on that right flank. It's immobilised. I've worked my way around it, and now I should just focus on the post office. There we go. Just working my way in slowly. Getting the land mattress over the river. I'm in range now with the post office. It's a bit of a lame move, but I'm just going to use the land mattress on the whole site. I don't care. Overkill. I don't have anything else I can use. And there goes the T-34. And I think that the artillery's destroyed as well there. Quite honestly, if it wasn't for the land mattresses, I would have had absolutely no chance of even crossing the river, let alone getting this far. Okay, the crew have bailed. I think the howitzer has been abandoned outside the post office. so I'm going to assume that victory is now inevitable, because if I can get a troop up to that post office, let's try and clear the post office, because there's a load of Russian troops in there, I know that much. Serious gunfights going on around here. Whoa, okay, the howitzer is still very much in the fight then. I need to engage that. Let's see if I can send these guys around, flank it. They've got minimal cover though. I think some Russian troops are holding up in that house. Bison. Yeah, can't really get anywhere. It's a long journey to get over that riverbank. I'm going to just be patient, and I've got more infantry I can use. Just sending them up. And it's lame, I know, but I'm going to use the land mattress again on that howitzer because I can, and why not? Quite honestly, that's how it would have been done in real life. Just artillery. Why waste tanks and men on a position that you can just pummel with rockets? Okay, there we go. Some gallant Russian troops still holding the line here, desperately trying to defend that position against me. It's not going to last though. There we go, moving in. I am almost within shooting range of the post office now. Come on. There we go, got him. Finally killed that guy. And we are opening fire on the post office, finally. Bullets are flying into that building. And there we go, loads of troops in there. They're going to hold that ground to the last man standing. They're defending that general. Let's just pummel it with small arms fire. Whoa, where did that come from? What the hell? Random explosion now, I don't know where that came from. Is there still some Russian artillery somewhere? I don't think there is. Maybe it was a mine. Don't know. Genuinely don't know what that was, what caused that. Could have been a grenade, I don't think it was a grenade. But I cannot afford to lose any more infantry. Let's just have one more crack at that tank. Oh, direct hit, but still to no avail. Wow. If he survives this, I'm going to give him credit and say, I'm not going to kill you. No, he survived. That tank can stay up there for all I care. That tank deserves to be in control of that hill. One last attempt. Okay, fine. That's that tank's hill. He can have it. I'm not going to contend against that tank anymore. So, yep, it's lame, I know, but I'm tired and I just have to finish this. So it's pummel time, I'm afraid. Good night, post office. Oh. I would have liked to have enveloped it and surrounded it with infantry just just absolutely pepper it with small arms fire and kill everyone in there, but don't have the, just quite honestly don't have the numbers now. So that had to be done, I'm afraid. So yeah, a victory, I guess, just about, really down to the last few units, and if it wasn't for those land mattresses, yeah, I wouldn't have won that at all. And the Katyusha unit the Russians have, that really was the ultimate weapon. And the KV-1s, just unbelievably powerful tanks, frontal armour, and just generally the terrain, everything really, very difficult to conquer, even with the Russian heavy tanks. But as I was saying, most of those heavy tanks succumbed to the perils of ice in the river. They didn't make it as far as the second trench line anyway. So logistically it was tough, lost a lot of vehicles just due to the terrain. I think if I play this map again, I'm going to focus on just sending almost everything I've got up that left flank. The problem though is there is only one bridge, and if that bridge gets destroyed, or if you end up with pathfinding issues, glitches, you're in a serious problem. You've got a serious problem on your hands there. Particularly if the Katyusha see what you're doing and they will just pummel that area, and yeah, that could be devastatingly bad actually. So you can't just focus on one flank. So it looks like I've finally mopped up. There's still just a few handfuls of Russian troops. I want to take out those Russian troops in that house there. I think that will be enough for me to call it. But I don't like seeing them in there. That's going to be an annoyingly difficult position to capture though. Instead I'm going to get revenge on, I'm going to try and liberate that Jagdtiger from that lone Russian soldier who killed the crewman. And I'm going to, yeah, you guessed it, I'm going to mattress the fuck out of that house. Still loads of Russian troops on that right flank in that trench. Never quite managed to conquer that position either. They were just dug in way too deep. Way too deep. I would have lost unbelievable amounts of infantry if I'd have tried to kill them. So I just worked around them, flanked them. Here we go. That guy's on the run. He's still, amazingly, he's still alive, annoyingly. Let's chase him. And I'm going to start repairing the tank, just for the sake of it. Don't really need to now. Oh, I can't seem to. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's get this guy. Come on, move. What are you doing? Come on. Oh no. Oh, he's a survivor, this guy. Finally he went down. Okay, that's great. The rest of them, good luck to them. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, look at this, these guys. Some Russian troops here, look. They're still dug in deep in that trench. Let's just see if I can take them down. Oh, I killed a few of them. Oh no, they're further along. There's still some in there. They've just got a very good position there. It's kind of just behind the ridge line in a trench, and it's been pummeled by artillery, so they're kind of in the craters within the trench. They're just dug in so deep. Oh, I got a few more of them, but there's still loads there though, as you can tell from the map. They are dug in deep. They're not moving. So I'm going to just say goodnight, and yeah, this is amazing. I love this. Glad I played this again. This is a great map. I really enjoyed this one. Hope you enjoyed watching, and don't forget, this is actually on my Men of War Mods DB group if you ever want to play it.